Yes.
Hello and welcome to Rev Sports. We are here while we look like we are out on a mission to steal something, but we are actually outside the DY Patil Stadium, or rather, we are at the juncture of DY Patil Stadium and Courtyard Marriott. And you would wonder what exactly is, the significance of Courtyard Marriott here. DY Patil, of course, is where the final will be played, but Courtyard Marriott is where the Indian team is staying. Who all you met today? Snehashish. We met Sri Charni.
Yeah.
We
Deepti
met
Sharma.
Deepti Sharma. We met Jemima. Jemima actually very sweetly posed with a little kid. So that's about it. But 16 hours to go. How's the Josh out there? Right now, if you have to sum up the condition in the road, it is absolutely silent.
Yes. Pin drop silent.
Pin drop silence. Come not even 16 hours, about I think from 11:30,
Yeah.
the bus will start, the real bus will start. In the ticket gate we saw two words, which very significant words.
Yes, absolutely. It's fully sold out. So as we were expecting, a full jam-packed crowd is going to be there,
Correct.
and obviously it is expected to be a full blue jerseys to be there.
Yeah, the stadium will be completely blue. There is no chance anybody is wearing anything green. That's for sure. I mean, not anybody. There will be South Africans who will wear their jersey.
Yes.
But it will be a sea of blue, absolutely buzzing. Last game it was buzzing. Before that game it was buzzing. So tomorrow
And I
we
think
can imagine.
Another new record is going to happen maybe tomorrow of the crowd.
Yeah, absolutely. It's sold.
Every day it is getting better.
Yes, I'm expecting more than 50,000 crowd tomorrow. And Snehashish has successfully locked his phone.
Sorry.
So yes, all sorts of things happening and will happen. These are the things that you will see on the field as well. No, nobody's going to lock their phone on the field. It's not allowed to carry your phone. But misfeels, nerves,
Yes.
false shots.
Especially in this kind of a World Cup final, and this is the most, I think, pressure game that most of the players will play in their career. So
We are trying to find some light in the darkness of DY Patil.
yes, but I think the team which will make less number of mistakes under pressure, I think ultimately they will come up as the victorious of the World Cup.
Exactly. I think tomorrow it will be less about skills. Because if you look at skills, you would say the teams aren't greatly different.
Yeah.
But if it's about mindset, then both the teams have choked in crunch situations. I don't want to use the word, but it is the word that in crunch situations, both the teams have previously gave that advantage away. Yeah, the momentum away. Who right now for you comes in as the favorites?
Very tough question. But for me,
50-50 not allowed.
but I think for me, India a little bit favorites. I think okay, make it 55-45.
I think India favorites.
Yes.
Firm favorites, absolute favorites. If you look at it, India will definitely come as the favorites. And that's where I'm also a little apprehensive. I'm apprehensive about everything. But that is also what I'm apprehensive about, because England, South Africa, England was the favorites and South Africa won, and how? India, Australia were the firm favorites. For anybody who watches the women's game, they were the firm favorites. And of course, India won, and won how? And now, I don't even want to say, but the truth is we are the favorites.
Yeah, kind of favorite.
It's a big occasion. But there's a question that is constantly being asked, that what if India loses? Do you think the momentum that the game has got in the country, do you think that will be affected if India loses?
You are meaning the momentum of women's cricket?
Yeah. The excitement around women's cricket. Do you think that will go down? Okay. Another time?
Yes.
Yeah, we are back. Sorry. You think that will be affected if India loses?
I think it should not. I think what the team had already done in the semi-final, I think it was a very big achievement. Defeating Australia in a World Cup semi-final, and that too, chasing a mammoth total of 339 runs, and the way a record chase and the way they chased down, I think it was enough to give the inspiration to upcoming female cricketers, that you come and take this game, for your future. I think if you see in the 2017, you always say to me that after that period, Indian women's cricket has already risen to a certain level. Now especially when the WPL is there, I think in the coming years the game level will go only up and up. There is no going backward, and hopefully, unfortunately, if the team loses tomorrow, I think still I think there is enough positive to go, to look forward, and I think they're only up, and you shouldn't go backward from there.
Absolutely, I
Sorry.
I completely agree with it, and so completely agree with it that Snehashish's phone got locked off. This will happen quite often because I don't know what settings he has in his
Yes.
phone.
Even I
But
don't know.
yeah,
I
even he
forgot.
doesn't know. That's the best part about Snehashish. Half the things about his phone, he himself doesn't know. But Nobonil, if there are questions, then we can take that, or otherwise,
Do show us.
yeah, you show us if there are comments or questions. Otherwise, we will move on. The point that I was asking next, that is a point of discussion. South Africa in the last few World Cups have been phenomenal,
Yes.
but did not cross the line. And right now they are at a huge cusp of history because they have recently started their domestic league and absolutely recently started their domestic contract.
Yes.
They did not have the domestic contract. A win for South Africa here would change the whole face of women's cricket in South Africa.
Absolutely, and this is what exactly Captain Laura Ulbert said in the press conference also, that if we somehow manage to get the glory.
Sorry, interrupting. I think this will be so for us, this could be the 1983 moment.
Yes.
See, we Indians are nostalgic. And then add the Bengali part to it, nostalgic pro max. So we have to always bring in counter history, then counter history. So if the women in blue win, then it is absolutely going to be our 1983 moment. And if the women in green win, then it is going to be the 2017 moment for them.
Yes, absolutely. But as we were mentioning, that for South Africa cricket, I think not only women's cricket, if you see for the last 4 or 5 years, I think be it men's cricket, be it women's cricket, even in the state level also, their domestic cricket also, I think they have been fantastic. I think the growth of cricketers have been fantastic.
Yeah.
If you see in all ICC tournament, initially people thinks, okay, this time or maybe South Africa will give some fight, but they are not the favorites. But somehow they managed to come to the semi-finals and somehow managed to go to the finals also. And see, they recently on the WTC also defeating the firm favorites Australia in the final in England, and obviously the women team 2022 ODI World Cup, they finished in the semi-final, then back-to-back finals in the both T20 World Cup, and then now another final. So I think this group of players, I think, have been phenomenal when it comes to ICC tournaments. So for them also it's a huge opportunity, and I think that is why if you see all these players have managed to cross the semi-final line for the last 2 years in both T20 World Cup. I think that is why they look more calm and composed in that semi-final victory, rather than being more emotionally invested in that semi-final win. So I think their main aim will be to cross the finish line, obviously. But yeah, I think an exciting battle awaits, that's for sure. But I think it will be huge for South African women's cricket, particularly if they manage to cross the final line.
Absolutely. There are a lot of comments.
Yeah.
Let's take some of the comments. Priyanshu, just one day more after that we will say you guys met world champions. Absolutely, could well be next tomorrow at this time.
Yes, or maybe a few
No,
minutes.
but you would already know,
where the game is going.
Absolutely. Suraj, Trishadi, weather update for tomorrow. Weather all okay for tomorrow? Absolutely.
Yes.
See, there's some passing shower predictions, but
May
there is
happen also.
nothing that can force the game not to happen.
Yeah.
So it's perfectly fine. SK, Salman Khan?
Huh.
No. Chances of changes in the 11?
For India, I think it's very less. I think they might go with the unchanged playing 11.
Babu Shona De, India record is not great against South Africa in the World Cup. Hope we win, no more heartbreak.
Huh.
Same here. Mohit Patle, is there any chance of playing both Sneh Rana and Radha Yadav in place of one pacer, as there is a chance of slower pitch, especially if bowling first?
No chance. If you want to drop
No,
one
but
pacer,
who will you drop? Are you talking
Only
about
Amanjot.
dropping Amanjot? But you got the batting
Yes.
from Amanjot, which I don't think Sneh Rana and Amanjot are not equal level batters.
when it comes to batting,
Exactly. Much like Amanjot and Sneh Rana are not equal level bowlers.
bowlers.
Sneh Rana is by a country mile better bowler.
Yes.
Her performances can vary, but she is a much better bowler. So that is there. And no, I don't think the pitch might be slow. But understand, the pitch is not going to assist spinners. It'll be slow. So there's a difference, right? In fact, I think Amanjot's changeovers can be very interesting and difficult. She's a sports news reporter and her kg is more than the stadium. Sure. So I'm a sports news reporter. I'm not a sports person. So while I generally don't read these comments because I'm like, yeah, kya hai? Bakwas kar rahe. But I read this comment because I have heard this a lot. यार स्पोर्ट्स रिपोर्टर हूँ, स्पोर्ट्स रिपोर्ट कर रही हूँ, तुम्हें स्पोर्ट्स रिपोर्टिंग से प्रॉब्लम है तो वो बताओ ना, पर्सनल क्यों जा रहे हो? इजी है एक नाम के पीछे छुप के ये सब पर्सनली बकवास करना, है ना? एंड आई एम नॉट ashamed of my body weight, so you guys can body shame me as much as you want. I'm not ashamed of it, so there is nothing that's gonna hurt me or hit my confidence. Babu Shona De, right? Sorry, Amit Mehta. Jemmy is the real. Oh, sorry. Guys, come on. Don't write cheap things. Pavan Suresh. Hi, guys. Hi, Pavan.
Hi.
Somojit Sengupta. KL Rahul to KKR happening. ये भाई DY Patil में थोड़ी हो रहा है. Somojit, I think the best person to answer this question probably would be Boryada or Shubhayan, Shamikda. So either go to Twitter, tag all of them and ask the question, or wait for maybe 5 at 5 tomorrow. And he saw the ICC captain's photo shoot video. Laura seems so calm and mature. She in general has that demeanor.
I think that is her, general character, I will say. But see, I think before the game, I think as a team, as an individual, you would like to be a little bit calm and relaxed, because ultimately it is going to be a high pressure game. You know that, lots of emotion will, come and go at that particular moment. But before that, I think as a unit, everyone should look to be, more relaxed and calm.
Priyanshu, Laura Wolford is greater than Harman, but India is greater than South Africa. ये क्या था प्रियांशु, एक्सप्लेन करो, नहीं समझ आया मेरे को यार. तुम लोग सिंपल वर्ड्स में लिखा करो, पूरे दिन के बाद ये सब कॉम्प्लिकेटेड हो रहा है. ओके, সৌম্যজিৎ সেনগুপ্ত 12 মাসে 13 পার্বণ, হ্যাঁ? Okay, sure. Aryan, do you think India won semi-final because of extreme dew in second innings in India's home conditions? Because I'm 100% sure this same India women will be thrashed in February against Australia women. Views. You have to understand that on that particular day, Indian batting was better than Australia's batting. That too, the second half of Australia's batting. And the other part is that I think Australia, see, even India was poor in the field.
Yes.
But India was poor in the ground fielding mode. The only catch that was let down was by Harman of Aliza Healy, who eventually got out for 20 odd, I think.
Yeah.
So no, even less than that.
Yeah, it's
She
single
was
digit, I
out.
think.
Yeah, she was out
5 or
when the
6.
team was on 25.
Yes, yes.
So it did not cost us much. I think that is what is important to understand. But when they dropped the two chances, I think Healy in fact missed one easy stumping of Harman as well.
Yes.
Those became major because after that, one added almost close to another 20, 30, 40 runs. Because
And those are
again,
obvious chances.
the McGrath catch, I will go back to that again and again because Harmanpreet had got out. And when Harman got out, we had still not sealed the match. So we needed Jemmy out there. Otherwise, another England match would have happened.
Yes.
And that is where McGrath's catch drop, I think, played absolutely in our favor. When you say Australia will thrash us, well, when Australia came to India, it was 2-1. So yes, Australia will be world beaters. That does not change in seconds in one match. But that's the beauty of knockout games, Nehashif.
Yes, absolutely. And that is what we always say, that when it comes to knockout game, yes, when you are facing a team like Australia, obviously they are the farm favorites. But ultimately, it depends on that particular day. If you're doing your basic size, if you keep your nerves controlled in the pressure situations, then ultimately,
Then ultimately, phone gets switched off.
yes, we are back. Then ultimately you can end up winning that game. And ultimately, if you see in the semi-final, as you mentioned, that under pressure, Australia somehow didn't hold those
Correct.
catches, important
Correct.
moments. And ultimately, that paid the paved the way for them to get
To
knocked
lose.
out. Yeah, knocked out.
To
of it.
lose. Okay, next one. Babu Shona De. I feel this South Africa team is little bit ahead only because the match time is very less between second semi-final and final. Our girls are still in emotional from last victory. Harman answered this.
Yeah, Harmanpreet Kaur was asked about it. Obviously, she said that, yeah, definitely, when you are playing Australia, the emotional outburst and everything, everyone put their everything to that game. But
If everyone put everything to that game, then what happens to this game?
yes, so that is a worrying part for, I think, everyone, including both of us. But she said, see, the schedule is there, so we cannot do anything, and we are enough prepared, and we are trying to be relaxed and calm before the big clash, and hopefully tomorrow is going to be our day.
Vinay Dadich, how important role will Smriti Mandana play in final versus South Africa? She has to give a good start. It will always be like that. Your top order needs to perform. So she'll be extremely important. But ICC knockouts have not been great for Smriti. So that is one more record that she will try to set right come tomorrow. Shreyans, Jain, Trishadi, any chances? Any chances of South Africa? Of course. Of
No,
course.
seriously.
It's a knockout game.
Yes.
Anand Kanegaonkar, where can we meet you tomorrow? Love Rev Sports work and coverage. So all our shows, we do it in front of the Rate Gate. This is the Rate Gate, which is the media gate just before Courtyard Marriott. So we'll be there. We will be doing pre-show from 2 p.m.
Yeah.
We should be around here by 1:30. Yeah, by 1:30. And we'll be doing the pre-show at 2, then eventually innings break, mid-innings show and the post-show. So if anyone wants to meet us, they can come in this Wraith Gate area and can meet us. I was about to say, how will you know that it's us? You will know it's us. Prashant, how do you see SA women's will cope up with huge crowds? There are lots of players might not have played in such crowds. I remember when India women's played in MCG, they looked clueless. How much will the crowd be a factor?
Obviously, when as a South African team, when they step on the field and when they will see that so many crowd out there, I think definitely it will be a factor. But see, I think if the team cannot manage to come up with early breakthroughs and all, ultimately that crowd cannot help you at all, right?
And you know what? Much like Pat Cummins, obviously Laura Woolward is not as a flashy a character as Pat Cummins. But someone asked her in the press conference, how do you think you
What
will
is your
silence the
plan?
crowd? What is your plan? She said, hopefully
guess.
by winning.
That's it.
And she, of course, put up a sweet smile. She is that kind of a character. Absolutely lovable sort of a character. Surajit's Neerana in place of Radha. Don't think that semi-final and
Yeah.
final they're going to make a lot
It
of
should have been happened
changes.
in semi-final also.
Yeah, I mean, I did not understand the logic of playing Radha. I still don't understand the logic of playing Radha.
Right now,
But I'm not 100% sure. You have just won a semi-final. Are you going to
days back.
change that playing 11? Shomajit Sengupta can't drop Amanjot Kaur? Of course not. Shubhrang Avasti. Tomorrow South Africa will lose badly just to bring smiles on faces of 1 billion people. क्यों भाई? साउथ अफ्रीका में पॉपुलेशन नहीं है, उन्हें अपने लोगों को नहीं हंसाना है, हमारे लोगों को स्माइल करवाना है, क्या है यार सुमन? बट ख्याल अच्छा है.
ah,
Shreyansh Jain, any chances of Harshit Rana in tomorrow final? क्या यार? Shomajit Sengupta, don't body shame. Please respect her job profile. Thanks, Shomajit. Kavya Jain, Trisha, the Indian women deserve this trophy, and I know they will win. But we all want them to win.
yes.
It will be all worth it. The back pain, the fever, the work, the rain, the tension, the kilometers we put in. Because, by the way, it's not an easy job. You know, you might think that journalists, all they do is meet players, talk to players, blah, blah. But yes, at the end of the day, the pictures put up, of course, are with players probably. But it is so much more than that. It is. So for a single show, you just asked for shows. Let me tell you something. For a single show, we almost walk 2.5 kilometers outside to come outside the stadium and do the show. So there are a number of times when we lose out on watching the last 5 balls, 10 balls, so that we can reach outside. There's a lot of walking. In fact, in Guwahati, Vizag, there were 3 floors where we had to go by stairs.
Yes.
We did not even have lift. So there are a lot of things. It's hard work. And then, of course, the news, the practice. To understand the practice, to criticize your team when you think they're doing something wrong, and be with the team even when you probably know that they're not getting
At
the
their
best
best.
of results and are not at their best. Absolutely. Next one you take. Babu Shonadev, do you think there will be extra pressure on Smriti because her record isn't good so far whenever she played in the finals of knockouts?
See, I think that about this record that she has not managed to score a lot of runs in the knockout matches. I think she knows. I think yes. But obviously that can play a role in back mind. But I think if you want to be the one of the greatest players, I think then you have to handle those situations. You have to come out and express yourself in a big game like this.
Yeah.
You want to lead your team from the front. Not obviously she is not a leader of this team, but ultimately she is one of the top players of this team and top batter of this team.
Yeah.
So I think when you're opening the innings, you have all the chance to lead the team from the front,
Yeah.
and that is your best chance to go out in a World Cup final and lead the team with a big score. And tomorrow, obviously, India would love to see Smriti Mandhana scoring a big run, because that will set the tone whether they are they are looking to post a big total, or maybe they are chasing a big total.
Correct. Shomoji Sengupta, no, you are an inspiration, Trishadi. Thank you. Don't entertain such comments. I generally don't, but I thought बहुत हो रहा है वर्ल्ड कप के टाइम, हर सीरीज में बहुत होता है. मैं एक कमेंट लेती हूँ क्योंकि जेन्युइनली बोल रही हूँ, मुझे बुरा नहीं लगता है, क्योंकि मुझे पता है कि आप लोगों को काम कम दिखता है और बाकी चीजें ज्यादा दिखता है. बट जिनको काम दिखता है ना, वो अच्छे सवाल पूछते हैं और उनका सवाल हम लेते भी है सारे. ओके. Ojasvi Thapa, tomorrow clash of chokers. I won't say chokers, but yes, both the teams do have a problem in handling pressure. Debayan Majumdar says something very significant. We have to take care of middle over spin bowling, picking wickets and running between wickets. Lastly, Richard's wicket keeping.
Yes, I think Richa's wicket keeping, that is a problem that I think everyone now knows and they are pointing out. I think especially after that Pakistan game. But she has been putting a lot of hard work, that we can say, because me and Fishari both are coming to every practice session and seeing that since that Pakistan game, she's putting hard work.
Yeah.
So hopefully, in coming days, obviously the World Cup is gone, only one match left. But in coming days, hopefully more improvement we can see in her wicket keeping skills. But the point that you mentioned that, handling the spin in the middle over, I think middle overs will be crucial. I think both whichever team plays those middle over
better. Middle, yeah, middle overs will actually decide
Yes.
the final
Yes.
result. Somojit, Harman to lead by example. I hope so.
Yes.
I so hope so. Uh, Sharonna Haldar. The only positive is that India is yet to have a perfect game, but South Africa had that game in the semi-final. Did South Africa have a perfect game?
I think it was
Because
nearly perfect.
really, okay. So I'll tell you my logic first. South Africa scored 280 something in the
Yeah.
semis,
She scored 170.
and she scored once. She scored. हमने ऐसे बोल रहे हैं जैसे
Laura
नाम
Woolworth.
नहीं ले सके.
Laura Woolworth
Zora Woolworth scored
170.
169 of
Yeah.
those. So I don't think it was a perfect game for South Africa. They managed on individual brilliance of Laura Woolworth
And
with the
Marizanne
bat
Kapp.
and Marizanne Kapp with the ball. In fact, Marizanne Kapp, I think, ended the game in the first two balls.
Yes.
Sorry, in the first over itself.
Yes.
It's not like Amy Jones is your best batter. But if you get Heather Knight out in the first over itself, then Natsivar
60%
Brandt
game
knows, yes, that she's the only one out there. So it becomes very, very difficult. Anand Kanyorgar, Didi, you are a star. Great work. Where can we meet you? As I said, the
Red gate.
Wraith Gate. In fact, if you are coming, you can put in the map house number 123 DY Patil Mark.
Yes.
और जस्ट कोर्टयार्ड बाय मैरियट इसी रोड के ऊपर ही है वो, तो हम दिख जाएंगे. पवन सुरेश, you two are gems of Rev Sports. Thank you so much, yaar, Pavan. You're very kind. Shomojit Sengupta, Trishadi, don't take anything onto yourself. You are an inspiration to many. I look up to you. Oh, wow.
Nice.
Thank you so much. Kavya Jain, Trishadi, I'm expecting N. Sri Charni as a player of the match. I hope so. An absolute star in the making, I would say, still, because I still think, like, for example, I think Kranti Gaur is an absolute future rock star. She's still in the making. Sri Charani, fifth highest wicket taker. And interestingly, because she does not have a really flashy personality,
Yeah.
you would not think that she's the fifth highest wicket taker, but 13
But
wickets.
she is.
And she has bowled, again, apart from that England match,
Yes.
I thought she has been superb.
Yes, absolutely. The consistency is there, and it is so good to see from a youngster in a stage like World Cup. So let's see in a World Cup final at such a young age how she delivers tomorrow.
Debayan, this year South Africa riding high on luck. That's the only challenge tomorrow. I actually think it's the other way around. I think that it's India which has been high on luck, because remember, if New Zealand's matches weren't a washout, three of those games were washout, and if India's game against Pakistan, one of those very few games in Colombo that actually happened, did not happen, then India
93 overs happened.
exactly, then India would not be even in the semi-finals. So I think it's quite the opposite. I think India is riding on the luck, and let India ride on the luck. Nobody is
doesn't
complaining.
matter.
Yes. Priyanshu, I mean, Laura is a better captain than Harman any day, anytime. But in overall team strength, India is a better team than South Africa.
Yeah, on
Priyanshu, you have hit the nail on the head. Veer Surya Vanshi, if Laura gets out early, it will be one-sided victory for India.
I cannot say that it will be one-sided victory, but obviously, if you get Laura Woolworth quickly, I think then then you can control the game as you want. Because if you see the upcoming batters, Tasmin Brits might get into trouble then, because she has not that game to anchor the innings. She will definitely play those shots. Then more pressure will be on the upcoming batters like Sunelu, and obviously Marizanne Kapp. And if you see how their tournament has gone, especially with the bat, I think they would not like to get that pressure in a final. So I think again, Laura Woolworth will be a key factor for South Africa to post a big total or maybe to chase down a big total. So I think for India, the primary aim will be to go there, use those in-swingers from Renuka Singh Thakur and Kranti Gaur to dismiss Laura Woolworth as quickly as possible.
Deba and Majumdar, I still believe it's final, so best to bat first, post 320s, we back ourselves, SA will feel the scoreboard pressure. I kind of tend to agree. In important matches, I would want to win the toss and bat first. Shomojit Sengupta, Team management can take a call on Harleen Deol to feature Sneh or Radha. But Harleen though didn't play last game,
Yes,
na?
yes.
Shomojit, go back, see the last game playing 11. उसमें आप कहाँ दोनों को fit करोगे? That's the question. Okay, Priyanshu, Trishadi, my prediction is Smriti will play a big knock, India will win, and Smriti will win player of the tournament.
Oh.
आपके मुंह में घी शक्कर, Priyanshu. And you think the law of averages will strike and Laura would get out cheaply? She has been brilliant.
You never know. I think as Indian, we
मैं
will
बस
like to
इतना
let
चाहती हूँ
happen.
कि लॉ ऑफ एवरेजेस सारा उस तरफ हो, हमारी
Yes.
तरफ कुछ ना हो.
Yes, but we share.
Shomojit only worried about Smriti's track record in big finals, nothing against her. Absolutely. Why would anybody have anything against her? She has
Numbers
been an
is-
absolute rock star. But
Yeah.
yes, the
Numbers
numbers
are-
do say
yeah.
that things are
And it
against
is
her.
in front of everyone. So,
This is a fantastic comment, and this is something, Snehashish, you and I have been discussing. Shubrank Avasti says India is playing their fourth consecutive game in Navi Mumbai,
Yeah.
and South Africa their first, so huge advantage for India. The last line is not something that I agree with. Easy win loading for India.
no. I don't agree to that. That easy win loading for India. But obviously, as a team, when India is playing their fourth match in this ground, I think that is the added bonus for them. I will say, and obviously the crowd will be there. And overall, this team has played a lot of cricket in this ground.
Correct.
So I think they're very accustomed to the conditions, and the
Correct.
support and all. So obviously that will play in their favor. And for South Africa, obviously, first game and that too in a final, that too against India, in front of such a big crowd, it will be tough for them. But I think if you see the pitch as we saw today also, this will be not a very easy pitch to bat on from the ball one. I think
Yeah.
set batters will be key. I think
Correct.
that is when you can put those 320, 330. Otherwise, if you don't have a set batter till the end, I think then you can end up with 260, 270. That will not be enough if you don't bowl well in the second half.
Arjun Malik, try to keep simple and play natural game. Perfect for a press conference answer. Mohit Patil, I have a gut feeling that Smriti will hit the century tomorrow. आपके मुंह में भी घी शक्कर, इतने घी और शक्कर तो हम लाए नहीं है, पर आप लोग खरीद लो. Deba and Majumdar, any rain forecast tomorrow? No, nothing major. बाबू सोना दे नहीं, वो तो ले लिया हमने. Deba and Majumdar, Australia media trolling England has started summer with 0-3 already in New Zealand. Ashes is taking over. अरे Ashes हमको क्या? Mohit Patil, I was not saying to drop Amanjot as she's a key all-rounder. No, I understand. You are not asking to drop Amanjot. I'm just saying that if you have to play both Sneh and Radha, then you have to drop one of the players, right? Who can that be? That was my question. Sports fan, Trisha, how would you tackle South Africa in depth this time with Chloe and Tryon in middle? Chloe and Tryon are the same people. You meant Chloe and Clark.
Yes.
I think with Nadine de Clark, I would go probably with N. Sri Charani. I won't mind trying N. Sri Charani out over the wicket, bowling a little outside off, forcing Nadine de Clark to clear the offside boundary, and keep the leg side fielders all out in the boundary. With Chloe Tryon, it's very interesting that Chloe Tryon looks her vulnerable most in the first 10-12 balls. That is when bring in Renuka, attack her. Don't give her pace at all and don't let her change strike. That is absolutely important. That's okay. There's 7% charge in the phone. It might happen that while we are doing the live, the phone gets switched off. Don't worry, we are safe. Just that the phone is dead. Okay, sorry. Pavan, how is your health, Trisha? Now it's perfectly fine. But also the health, crying to go back home a little and have home food. Too much of outside food.
Too much.
Mohit Patil, any chance of Harleen for Shafali? I know it will be harsh on both of them, but Harleen was consistent. No.
It shouldn't happen.
काव्या जैन, त्रिशा दी ओडीआई ट्राई सीरीज में अच्छा खेला था इंडियन टीम ने एसए के खिलाफ. बिल्कुल बहुत अच्छा खेला था यार, बहुत शानदार प्रदर्शन रहा था भारत का वो ट्राई सीरीज में. तो आई थिंक यू आर एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट व्हेन यू से दैट. राकेश, डू यू थिंक इन नीड टू चेंज पेसर गॉड? No. Is Charanya our best bowler this World Cup? Will she be crucial tomorrow? No, I think Deepti, I think Deepti has been the best bowler. Simran is saying, Trishadi, will India go with batting depth or bowling depth as South Africa has very strong bowling?
India go with the same playing 11 of the semi-final, and that means an extra batter. More all-round options, I will say. Yeah.
Um, Babu Shonade, what will be the best for India, bat first or chase?
I think tomorrow they will look to bat first. I think you don't want to chase in a final.
Yeah.
I think the pressure will be more.
Yeah. Shongbit Datta Bishash, any special practice to encounter the full toss syndrome by your spinners? Today, mostly, the next question is the most important question of this final. Let me tell you that. But anyway, this one, as I said, today most people did not practice actually.
Yes. It was very light session, I will say, for Team India. Most people didn't practice. They did only just warm-ups and all. I think they chose to be, relaxed, relaxed mood before the final rather than having an intense practice session.
Um, Kavya Jain, Didi, any chances of Harman winning toss? Very, very important question. Harman did win against New Zealand.
Against Bangladesh. That match didn't happen.
Let's not, I don't want Harman to win the toss because if the final does not happen, remember, guys, South Africa is going to win because they were above us in the points table. Mohit Patil, Trishadi is a star. People who talk rubbish are sick and have no guts. Thank you. Shombi Datta Vishwas 318 was scored by SA. 318.
I think he's talking about a try series, I think.
No, the semi-final, I think.
Oh, yeah, 319 they scored.
Yeah, yes, 318 yes. They scored. But even then, 169 was Laura Woolward. Yes. And then I think Chloe Tryon and
so more than
Madison
50% runs has been scored by the captain only.
Shirish, as we said, we think bat first. Okay. Anit Sadhu, are Indian fans overconfident just like 2023 Men World Cup? Match শুরু হবার আগে থেকে we are jumping the gun. একটু তো খানিকটা তো সাউথ আফ্রিকা বলে মনে হচ্ছে ওভার কনফিডেন্স আছে স্নেহাশিস
হ্যাঁ I will not say that we should not be overconfident. No complacency should be there among the team, but I think the team looked a little bit relaxed because on paper we all know that this team can beat South Africa, because if you see player by player in every position, as a whole unit, Team India should beat South Africa. Obviously, South Africa have quality players, and as someone mentioned, that in World Cup, South Africa have done exceptionally well, especially against India when it comes to World Cup matches. So obviously that record is also there. But I think after defeating Australia, I think this team kind of looks a bit relaxed ahead of the tomorrow's final. But shouldn't that be a chance of being complacent? That
absolutely.
Can trouble.
I think what Kavya has written tells me that Kavya follows the sport seriously. Trishadi, because of N. Sri Charani, Indian women restricted Australia to 330. Otherwise, they would surely score 370.
Yes.
You have hit the nail on its head. Absolutely well said. Apratim Goswami, I think if India wins toss, they should try to bowl first. You will play a crucial role. No, we checked the ground today at 6:30. There was absolutely no dew.
And especially the way weather is here in Navi Mumbai every day, there is no such chance to having a heavy dew or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Few more before closing out.
But it doesn't end. Shaunak Banerjee, Nadine de Klerk has been amazing. There's only one person between us who has the right to speak about Nadine de Klerk, and that has to be Mr. Mukherjee, because his first cricketing interview was Nadine de Klerk. Please, Mr. Mukherjee.
Yeah, she is the best player for me. That is why. Yes, but yeah, I think the way she has batted, especially batted, I will say, throughout this tournament, I think fantastic. When you are batting at down the order and playing the finisher role, and still you are managing to score at an average of more than 60 and at a strike rate of more than 130. I think she has been fantastic. Before the tournament, we knew that she can win South Africa some games. There's potential. She has that capability to win one or two games here and there with her batting. But the way she has done consistently in this World Cup, and obviously chipped in with some crucial wickets here and there also. I think she had been superb. So I think tomorrow again in the death overs when she will be out there to bat for South Africa. For India, they need some better plans. What they did in that group, group league phase clash. So I think hopefully a better plan is there for India this time.
Absolutely. Shirish is saying Derrickson didn't play against us in the league game, could be a challenge tomorrow. I think,
Yes.
in fact, I think, okay, I'll tell you, in my head, the biggest challenges, of course, Laura Woolward, Marizanne Cap, yes. But I think tomorrow, the biggest players, batters for South Africa will be Tasmin Briggs, Derrickson, and Nadine de Klerk. अमिताभ जी पूनम यादव खेलती ही नहीं है तो पूनम यादव को ड्रॉप करके पूनम यादव should be dropped. Her bowling was average and Sneha Rana had a great outing in the league against South Africa. What do you guys think? पूनम यादव नहीं, राधा यादव. पूनम यादव बहुत पहले टीम से बाहर हो गई है और क्या स्पिनर थी पूनम यादव. Oh, what a spinner she was. Top leg spinner. But yeah, you think again the same question?
Radha Yadav and Sneha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that is going to happen. Today also we saw Trishadi, the way Radha Yadav was, having chat with the bowling coach Avishkar Salvi, and they were talking about the preferred line and lengths on the pitch, while observing the pitch. I think there is a high chance that India might go with the same playing 11 that they went in the semi-final. So I think there is no place for Snehana as of now.
Shaunak Banerjee in the league stage, Nadine de Klerk snatched the game away from India. Correct.
Yes.
Shirish, I feel it will be a close match. The winning margin could be really thin. I feel so too. ये शो करते करते रास्ते में ना मुझे गाड़ी की फोबिया हो गई. मुझे गाड़ी की लाइट दिखती है और लगता है मेरे को ही मारने आ रहे हैं. ऊपर से एक बार मारा भी था ऑटो ने. कमाल है. एक जर्नलिस्ट की लाइफ में और घटनाओं में किताब होनी चाहिए अलग अलग. The other day I was running to do 5 at 5 and I got hit by an auto. But anyway, Rahul Satish, I think South Africa will win. Oops. Sports fan, what are the chances to absolute duds with the bat? One of Bosch and Derrickson will score against us tomorrow. The pitch is good for batting if you can settle down.
Yes, absolutely. But I think for Derrickson, I think the confidence is not there at the moment because she has not managed to score so many runs in whatever opportunities that she managed. I think for both of us, Trishadi, we believe that direction should be there from the first game only.
Yeah.
I think she should have given the rope throughout the whole tournament.
Yeah.
And ultimately, now, if she has managed that chances, I think by now, then she could have been a bigger threat for any opposition at that stage. But I think the confidence is not there. But still, I think tomorrow you never know. In a particular day, if she managed to get past those initial 10, 15 deliveries, then she can be a bigger threat for India.
Absolutely. So it's almost 10:45 now. We also need to go home. What I'll do is I'll quickly read out the comments. So
Yes. Okay.
Okay. The car right in front of us has started. I don't know if we are going to be run by the car or we should move.
Yeah, thank
It's
you.
backing up, so it's fine. Okay, here you go. Shaunak Banerjee, India need to stop Nadine de Klerk. Yes. Mumbai Indians, will Shafali be dropped? No.
No, sir.
Rahul Satish, they won the last T20 finals. Who won?
Oh, no. They didn't win.
India did not even qualify for the semis, and South Africa lost in the finals.
To New Zealand.
Yeah. Shirish, will you cover the open bus parade if India wins and BCCI arranges it? कोई शक Shirish? कोई शक? हम पे doubt मत करो, बस यकीन करो. हाँ, of course we'll be covering it. Shaunak Banerjee, Sneh should come in place of Radha. Okay. Amitabh Sridharan. Shafali, what do you think she will perform? Also, what do you think about Amol Majumdar? Will he communicate more with the teams? Interesting question, I think Shafali will... See, Shafali's role is to give you a quick start and get out. So to expect her to score 100 is something that I don't do. By that, I'm not saying she does not have the potential.
Yes.
What I want her to do is something that Aliza Healy does, 18 ball 30 and then she can go out because by then India has got a head start. But then Smriti needs to carry on. Smriti cannot go out on the in the 20s. 3% charge left in the phone. Okay, we will finish the show when one more percent goes down. Um,
Living by the edge.
yeah. Amol Mazumdar, I hope he communicates more, because even today, when Harleen and Uma was batting, I did not see him communicate much. He, of course, apparently scolded everyone in Kabir Khan style after the game.
England game.
Yes, maybe a little more involved in the practice sessions. Ashish Sandilya. Trishadi, cheers for your work. Previous day, my message was interrupted interpreted in a different way. Not my intentions. Cheers. Absolutely, Ashish. Shongbi Datta Bishash, no one is talking about it enough, but Trishadi, I think the ultra edge and ball tracker isn't working, as was seen in the semi-final dismissal of Smriti. Actually, no. Smriti's attitude clearly said that she had edge.
She understood.
Yeah,
that
she had
there might be
understood.
an edge.
वीर सूर्यवंशी, इंडिया वुमेन हमेशा टेस्ट में अच्छा करती है, तो ऑस्ट्रेलिया मैच में बच के रहो. हैं?
टेस्ट में अच्छा करते
ये समझ में ही नहीं आया. अप्रतिम, आई थिंक इंडिया शुड बोल फर्स्ट. ड्यू विल प्ले अ क्रूशियल रोल. बारिश की वजह से ड्यू बिल्कुल भी नहीं है, तो बहुत ज्यादा ड्यू कुछ नहीं होगा कि उससे बहुत फर्क पड़ेगा.
Yes.
आई होप शफाली प्लेज. आस्क, आपका नाम ही आस्क है, बताओ. I hope Shafali plays well. Okay, last 10 comments. Shafali plays well. She has got a golden chance to make a comeback. Yes. Shirish, the only problem I have with India winning is Harman will be regarded as a great captain. She was a bad captain. She is a bad captain. Even after winning the World Cup, she will remain a bad captain. How was South Africa's practice session today? Ask. It was intense. Everybody was hitting the ball, and they were hitting it so hard that outside the boundary line, we were extremely scared. We weren't even taking our eyes off their nets. कोई भी कुछ भी मार सकता था. Feel like Cap and Jemmy have both given their best performance already. Time for others to shine tomorrow. Definitely, Snehashish looks such a good soul. This innocence will take him a long way. He speaks less, has a beautiful Bengali voice, and hope he remains as it is. I hope so too.
Thank you. Thank you.
Acha. Harman to toss the coin. If ऐसे आज tail, she will win. India will lose. वाह. ये क्या हो गया भाई? ये क्या हो गया? Okay, last 3 comments. Himadri Shekhar, Snehashish looks such a noble soul. Hope India wins it for you and Trisha. He has a beautiful Bengali voice. Carry on, big brother. Priyanshu Trishadi, good night. We are surely winning it.
Good night.
Ashish Sandlia, ESPN said the ball Smriti got out was bowled at 150. 150?
Oi. T20 नहीं, 50 over का match.
Trishadi, tomorrow is going to be our day, which we talking more and more last couple of months. Awesome. अच्छा, मार्च में टेस्ट है इंडिया ऑस्ट्रेलिया का. ठीक है, जब टेस्ट होगा बात करेंगे. अभी 1% बाकी है. सो चलते हैं. गुड नाइट. कल मिलेंगे. कल डेफिनेटली सुबह से रेव स्पोर्ट्स चला के रखना, क्योंकि 10 बजे हम दोबारा आएंगे वीडियो के साथ. जल्दी से गुड नाइट बोल दो.
Good night. Bye. Good night. Bye.